With rainy season upon us, it's important to find out what brakes can do because they're your first line of defense when it comes to having your car handle better. Brembo is the largest brake manufacturer in the world. They have involvement in every application of braking technology, from original equipment to aftermarket to even competition-level racing like Formula 1. It's clear you don't have a better name than Brembo when it comes to brakes. So we sought the help of Francis Aguila, president of Auto Performance Incorporated, the distributor of Brembo, to demystify the science of braking. What do brakes actually do in a car?
Brakes work by converting energy from one form to the other. As your car is moving, your car exhibits kinetic energy. The brakes convert your kinetic energy into heat energy through friction. It's that conversion from kinetic energy to heat energy that slows the car down.
How would a typical buyer improve the braking performance of his car?
The first thing I would say is just to make sure that your brake system is in tip-top shape. I would start by checking for any leaks. I would start by checking the age or the quality of your fluid. Just check to make sure your brake pads and your brake discs are in good condition. The second step is highly dependent on what kind of performance gains you want. The brake disc and the brake pad have completely different roles in the brake system.
When it comes to trying to get a car to grip better, especially on a wet surface, where do the brakes fit in?
The first contact is the tires, and that's very important. But if you're talking about stopping, then after the tires, the brakes definitely are your next most important thing. The thing to remember about brakes is that you check the condition of your brakes, whether there's still brake pad material, if it's thick enough, or if your rotors are still in good condition. And one thing people forget is just to clean your brakes with a little bit of water. That helps remove dirt and oil and grease and residue. Or you can use a brake cleaner.
Yeah, we often hear those things like my rotors got warped or my brake pads got worn. I mean, what exactly happens when these things occur?
Most commonly, a warped rotor is due to either poor manufacturing quality, where the metallurgy in the disc is not even all throughout. It can happen in extreme conditions where your rotor is not equipped or not capable of withstanding certain temperatures.
What kind of solutions would Brembo offer?
Brembo prides itself on having the largest manufacturing capacity in the world for brakes. And they do everything from, as you said, OE. People will think of the Ferraris and Lamborghinis, Porsches, BMW M, and so on and so forth. But they do all the way down to Fords and Toyotas and other cars as well. Aside from the OEs, there's several levels of Brembo that anyone can have on their car. The first level is what they call the aftermarket replacement, which are basically OE spec brake discs and brake pads that are designed to fit directly on your car. The second level is the sport line. You would have cross-drilled or slotted discs and more aggressive pads that are meant to fit in your stock calipers. Moving further, you can have what they call the GT or Gran Turismo kits. They have a red caliper, a black caliper, a yellow caliper. And these would be a full kit that includes the new calipers, brake discs, brake pads, stainless steel brake lines.
Of course, they'll probably think that upgrading your brakes to something like Brembo would be expensive. So a lot of them would actually go the route of surplus, or worse yet, those shoddy fake brakes. So what sort of risk do people actually take when they use these parts?
Well, the first thing is that it's a brake system. It's your safety net. That's the last thing you want to fail on your car. Your engine can fail, that's fine, it's a big expense, but your life probably isn't in danger. Your brakes fail on the road, you're endangering not just yourself but other people as well. What people have to realize about brakes is that the amount of R&D that goes into designing, manufacturing, and distributing those brakes.
We'd like to thank Francis Aguila for joining us once again this week. And if you happen to be in need of high-performance brakes, check out Brembo at Francis' shop at ARC Automotive Service in Chino Rosas Avenue, Makati. If you have any questions you'd like to ask me, feel free to follow up or drop me a message on Twitter or Instagram at CarGuidePH. This is Ulysses Ang for Wheels TV. Until next time.
This is the guy way to get up a Scania truck.
Ah, beautiful posture.
Thank you.